Hello, everyone. Let me get my mic. How are you? Now you heard it. You hear me? Oh, I was muted. It might mute my bell. Well, just clearing the energy for us. Hey, how are you all? Peggy, what's going on? Wow. Hi, RZ. Welcome in. We're just getting started. Um, we have one new person here. So hey, I think RZ seems new. Good afternoon to you. If you guys know RZ, okay, cool. Well, RZ, I do numerology and tarot and charm readings. And oh, I want to point out something before we get started. Do you guys remember our little gamma guy? Have you been practicing from the little book of light codes? Just shy, he's smiling at us, bringing in some joy. I encourage you guys to doodle still till Friday, and we'll do a new one. I think it's fun. Hi. Hi. So yes, Peggy, I have put up the tripod here. It's still in my way, but we're gonna get through it. Now, if you have a question, especially my members, you guys are top priority. I'm gonna get strict here. Everyone who subscribes, I'm happy to do like a mini reading for you. But if you really want me to go deep at all, I need you to be a member, send a super chat. It's all about the energy exchange. And that just seems fair. Okay. I'm going to clear the energy on my charms a little bit with my smudge spray. What is new? I am so excited for those of you who may be traveling coming up. Who has questions? RZ, I know you're new. Do you have anything going on? Anybody have any questions? Because if you don't, I am going to pull a collective card. Okay, Kathy, let's look at that. While we get started, I am happy to help you. Kathy, I'm going to need you, if you don't mind, let me see if I can fit this in here, just like that. Look at me not even having a pen today. All right, we'll go with the Sharpie. Okay, Kathy, without me digging through a bunch of paperwork, can you give me your birth date again? Thank you. Oh, that's right. I should start to know these by heart. Wow. You guys. Okay. Let me start some of these real quick. Let me talk to you about this really quick. Would love to give a loved one's birth date. Okay. I'll give you a little mini reading. Do you want to join? Then I'll do the whole shabam. But do subscribe and like. I am so goal oriented today. It's crazy. Yeah, and I have all my notes saved, but then it just takes it takes longer. So I do appreciate you sharing. Now, RZ, I didn't write that down. I'm going to start. Aha. Look, I'm my own little moderator here today. Okay, so Kathy, I think I'm doing this right. And I do need my glasses. Where are they? You guys, I was messing with the tripod so long, I forgot what time it was. Okay, I hope this is right. Where's my sparkly calculator? It's everything. I moved everything. There it is. Okay. Patience is a virtue here on Liz's live. Yes, Peggy, thank you. I mean, it's just nothing and you don't it'd be awesome. Yes, thank you, girls. Okay. I just want to be sure I'm doing something right. Yeah. Okay. And then um Kathy, that is so interesting. You guys are quite different. So I'm taking a minute to think about this. You know, as we've talked about, you're the magician, the alchemist. She's the chariot, the soldier. Yeah, you guys are really different. I always feel like you're the one who has some really deep soul connections to people. Um, and can I have your mom's birth date if you know it? I think we might have done this, but let's take a look. I'm interested in what I forget what you said about your mom and dad. I think everything was pretty cool. No, RZ, stay. Stay. I'll probably do a charm cast for you, RZ. Please stay. You and I do go a little bit long on some of these discussions, you guys, but if you're patient, I'm happy to read for you. Just I'm just being a little pushy today. Don't take it seriously. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Look at that. Do you see that, Kathy? Uh, What's the deal with your mom and your sister? Okay, RZ, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I appreciate you being here. Definitely, come back. I go live Fridays sometimes. Yes. Do I need to say anything or did that just explain it? Did I make any mistakes? I don't think so. Did we do your dad? Yes. But your sister's very creative. She has that Venus energy in her. She's probably very much a leader, but also you've heard me talk about how sixes and nines mirror each other, which is makes her even more complicated in a good way. Wow. Yeah, I still maintain you have this soul contract within you, but they definitely had this past life thing before where maybe, and I'm not an expert in that, your sister might have been her mom in a past life. You guys should check into that. But I would think that your sister, you guys are all very intuitive. If you remember, the hermit is like the prophet, and she's loving and nurturing. She can lead, but your sister might have a tendency to spin more, maybe have more, I don't know, but maybe more addiction issues, certain things like that, more anxiety than you may feel, you know, and did we do your dad? Can I look at your dad too? You're the spender? I don't know. You're just making magic happen. Are you buying things on sale? No way, your dad? Wow. You must feel a little bit different than everybody. This is kind of incredible. Um, ah, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Your family. And being a Cancer also. Well, I just see all these sevens. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of emotion with these two. Yes, you're so different than the rest of the family. Because look at your dad, if I get this right. That's 5 and 10, 6. Look at that. So that's a 20. Keep that in mind. That's important also. But I'm like you, these 10s and 20s. I'm going to take it to a 2. Look at that. 2, 6, 7, 7, 9. Look at how much they're all here. Now, how is it you're so different? Isn't that something? I think that you were the leader of the family in a different life. Somehow in a past life, and I would just be so curious. I don't know, I haven't done it myself, but it just feels like these people have always been related, but you're contracted to them in some way where you were in charge of them, like the emperor of this little clan here. But isn't that something? Are your do your parents get along? Because they're really rolling around in the same energy. Okay, let me move my charms. And then always remember, Kathy, maybe we could take they did, yes. I mean, oh, I just want to draw a heart. They're very much alike. Your dad understands your sister a lot. Oh, can you see why? They have past life connections. I feel like your dad probably understood your sister, or either they were so much alike that they fought. But you're over here really, I feel, being that magician, the one who really starts things, that emperor energy too. And this is the soul contract. So for whatever reason, you are contracted for this. So not you, but your sister is daddy's girl. And don't feel like envious in any way. He just understands her a little bit more. You know what I mean? And then, okay, your brother. Oh, 2 brothers. Okay, hold on. And then we really have to look at what years you guys are all in, but I'm happy to, keep working with you. I do save my notes. I just don't pull them out, do I? 1963, 2405, and then the other brother's 1967. They're all around my age. Anyone single? I'm just kidding. You guys know I don't want to date. Okay. Aha. Okay, this is interesting, right? 18. No, that's a 10. I feel like this brother in 1963, I'm not done, but I feel like you guys get each other. I'm not done yet, but oh wow, you must get along with your brothers better. That's funny. This is really interesting. So 11, 12. So 3, 1, 6, 5. Everybody's blending here. 3, 1, 6, 5. This brother, okay, let me finish. Don't be ADD, Liz. Okay, 3, 4. Look at all these. I feel like you were in charge of these people in a previous life. That's why you're like, I am not dealing with you all. If that's true, yeah, I get it. You're like the outcast over here, little one. That's why you're here with us. We're your soul tribe. I'm kidding. But you're connected to your brothers more than you are your sister. I mean, you're very connected to all of them. You can't deny them, okay? Uh there's the 5, there's the 5, there's the 5. That's important to me. That's the layer where I know these people are connect. I just feel like you are the emperor over everyone, which is you go, Kathy. Stop letting them make you feel like the outcast. Oh, good. Well, because I think you were in charge. You were in charge of the whole clan. That's how I feel. Please go do a past life reading and tell me what kingdom you were ruling over and the little town that they came from. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're this second brother, let's square these guys off a little bit, is what did I say? 3, 5, 4, 3. So a lot of threes going on between your sister and the boys. You've got this contract with your brothers, good, bad, and ugly. I would say second brother, born in 1967, always the outcast. Aw, Kathy, don't feel that way. You're actually meant to be the ruler. Curious what Lindsay would say, but I just wanted, if I could draw, I would draw a big crown over here. Now, I'm really curious too about your brothers. I feel like if this is true, they're both very creative, nurturing, good at starting things. This second brother is maybe more controlling or is being controlled. Your older brother, I feel like, is the one that has a tendency to spin. I could be wrong though, you know? I feel like you're very connected to the younger brother, but he has some issues. The older brother, you're quite different, but you both have this 4 and 5. So I could see where you would butt heads, but at the same time, I feel like he's pretty stable. Yeah, maybe a pain in the ass, controlling, or the opposite. Um, and it's amazing to me how different the boys are really than your parents. Your dad has that strong lover's card, muse, prophet energy in him that we see in some of your siblings, but your brothers are kind of quite different too. So look at the what do we have here? 6 of you with your mom in the middle. Poor thing. She's like absorbing everything. Your mom must be absorbing all of it with these guys. And and some of them spend because this brother, your younger brother's pretty complicated. His code is, a little bit longer like your sister. These 2 a little complicated. Um, I can definitely share more info with you. Friday, I'll come back. I'll save this if you want. We can go into all those descriptions. But I think it's fascinating if you guys do too. Put a little, put a dad was very patient. Mom was a spitfire. Well, good for her. She is definitely that soldier, warrior, hero person, but she has a tendency to absorb a lot. So maybe it was her way of protecting herself by shooting that crap back at you guys. Otherwise, she was going to absorb all of it. All of it. Um, but I'm curious what I could talk to you forever because I feel like you're all very intuitive, very smart, very successful, I hope. No way. Are you kidding me? What a love story. I wish I had known this stuff before I got married. I know, and it's attractive to me because I'm a 2. I think I'm a 794. I'm a 2794. So I get your dad. I get your dad. Right? I know. Probably not gonna like your brothers, so they're off the table. I'm just kidding. I actually no, anyway. Um, what is life if we don't laugh a little bit? Oh 07, oh 07. Oh, okay. Well, this is more gonna be about the year, so 14, 16. 13. Oh, wow. Wait, let me think about that. Yeah, look at that. They were married in a 5-year, and you know how I feel about 5s. 5-year is about let me grab something real quick so I don't make a mistake. It's about soul contracts and soul purposes. Look at that. You guys, my glasses are on my head. Crack myself up. 555, life path 5. So, and remember, I call this, if anybody's new, this is your life energy number. And that's not enough. Most numerologists will take it down to that and go, oh, you're a 1. That's it. But this is the life code where we honor all the numbers in your birth date, and they all come with frequencies and vibrations, past life energy, so much connection. And when you just see the numbers, there's no woo-woo about this. It's like, oh my God, that makes sense. So this is what I call your life code. And then through this, the layers, we can see how everyone's connected. And the 5-year is about soul's purpose, those contracts I talked about. It is about family. It is about marriage. It's about union, birthing, inheritance, rituals, vows, an opportunity to speak your truth and healing. So we'd have to see so this to me is I call it life path, but also like the year, the energy of the year that you're in. So if you're new here and listening or watching the replay, for example, 2025 is a 9-year of completion. This is about soul's purpose and how amazing they would get married then. Well, Judy, come with your questions anytime or message me. So happy to go through all the info. I can explain more so much. I can go on for hours. So you guys let me know how much, you want me to do. But just understanding this, and I'm really proud of you, Judy, for, understanding how to do the numerology. I'm also happy to teach anybody if this feels confusing, but I think it's so simple and in your face when you start to understand it. Just looking at the numbers, you can really tell a lot. And leave it to me to mess up the whole page because I got a doodle. I swore to myself I would approach this paper with so much organization, but what are you gonna do? Now, Kathy, because you have that magician alchemist energy in you, I think a lot of times you feel contracted to be responsible for these people. And you're like, I am so different than you guys, but you still feel very responsible for them. Am I right? Or have you washed your hands of that? Yes. Yes. So they, it, how do I explain this? You came into this world feeling like you had to do that. You're like, in a past life, y'all, I was the emperor of this kingdom, and I am responsible for you. I don't know why I'm here on earth with you people. Where is this contract I signed, Liz? What is this you speak of? Who the hell are these people? But because they're all clearly related, but you're over here. And I think it's because you were in charge of them in some capacity in a past life. But you are so loving and you're keeping a lot of this to yourself. You're shrouded, if you don't mind me saying so, in a beautiful way. You're like, why dump on everybody? I can handle this. I can take the responsibility. I can be the sparkly one in the room. But it is a burden and a responsibility and a weight you're not meant to carry. And these are grown ass adults. We all are. So live a little bit freer. Yes. Well, because you're the Hierophant. You're the Hierophant. You're the one that people come to. But you know what, Kathy? You came into this world wounded. You're the moral one. You're like the church, and not in a religious way. They're like, oh, when we're spinning it, we don't, leave Kathy. Oh, but when we start spinning, marching over, Kathy, Kathy, Kathy. And you're like, okay, come on in. I've got big shoulders. I'm here for you. But it's a weight and a responsibility and wounds you came into this world with because you were an emperor somewhere. I don't know which lifetime it was. Thanks, RZ, for sticking around. So you're keeping all this in, and a lot of times you pat them on the back. I know it makes you feel good because you're here to help heal people. I know that. I know. Well, this is where boundaries are important. Let me look at something about the magician energy. But sometimes you really can't help it because your fives are so sweet. They're so sweet. Like you don't judge. You are that person they come and lay their head on. But at the same time, you deserve to be heard and respected and to be cuddled and listened to and heard and have your voice heard is what I'm trying to say, and not keep things a secret and all bottled up and act like a magician, like, okay, I can fix everything. No, 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 no. And they had a good marriage and all of that, but what was going on with your mom when she was pregnant? There's there's just a big disconnect. 63, 66, 70. We need to do some years next time. Probably is hitting me on the head. Oh, I know it's a lot to absorb and there's so much more to tell you. So let's just like whoosh, take a minute and let me read something to you about the Hierophant. That's what I was going to do. And I have a lot more to tell you. Maybe we never focused on that, but this 5 is deep. It's an old, old, old wound that you came with, whether it has to do with your parents or not, or, you know, for example, maybe let's just say, I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, let's just give you an example. Maybe your mom lost a baby or something in between having you and your brothers. Yeah, we will. We will go deeper, I promise. You can always book with me, but I'm not pushing that. I'm happy to help and just keep coming to the lives. We'll keep going deeper. I will leave this out so we can do more Friday. But let me because the 5 in you can feel very wounded. Your brother also has a 5. Um very sweet, wounded individuals, and you a lot of times you just don't know why. I'm going to read a brief description. Uh-huh. Yeah, and was there anything that happened between did she lose any children between you, your younger brother, I mean your older brother and you? I just feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect that happened. I'm not sure. Okay. Now, to understand, oh my gosh, can you believe that? The leaf blower outside. I feel like Cam White astrology. He always has a leaf blower going outside. Okay. I'm going to read this quickly to you guys so you can understand. If you have a 5 in you, oh, both brothers do. Both brothers do. Very interesting. The Hierophant leads us morally. The beliefs we hold close to our heart, the love we have for our family, our community, our work. This is the energy of the Hierophant. None of you are that, but you have that in you. It's about your devotion, your willingness to stand beside those who are suffering. The time that we spend just sitting with someone, listening to their story of struggle. This is the grace of the priestess that dwells in all of us. The Hierophant reminds us of what is important. It's not our money, it's not our possessions, but the deep connection we have to each other and humanity. There is a politician inside this servant, an advocate for what is good and righteous. So do keep that in mind with your brothers. They're sensitive little souls too. But I want to read one more thing to you all about a Hierophant, a little bit more. Hold on. I think I've got it right here. Yes. Where is it? Where is it? This is very important. Sorry for all the paper rustling. Okay. Oh, what did I do? I clicked something. I'm here. Can you guys see me? Why is it doing that? What happened? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that, you guys? Ah, I see what I did. There. Okay. Well, it was like a little tiny square. These are some extra notes I had about the Hierophant. That's what I wanted to tell you. And let me know if you feel this inside of any of you that have a 5. A lot of times they're doctors, nurses, teachers. 5s will take a lot of shit. Their soul believes they need to be punished. They walked with Christ at some point. They're sensitive to shame, exposure, natural born healers, Kathy. Hard on themselves, absorption and weight. Can be bitches, protective. Can set themselves up for punishment, feel the need to expose sins, can be destructive if angry, struggles with forgiveness and anger, passive aggressive, or can kind of shrink. And there's a big component to this of being angelic, like light versus dark. And also, you may find that there's hooks in you. So I would love to do a charm cast for you. Sometimes there's been SA involved. Hi, Jonna. Welcome in. Very sensitive to shame. You may have been bullied as a child. Things like that. You know, it goes really deep. So there's a lot of reasons that 5s feel responsible to help everyone because it's like you've been through it before in a past life. I think is a good way to say it. Hooks in you. Like the things that we carry through that, let's say somebody has a hook in you, right? You have to do that cord cutting. Hooks like literally like this. Let me show you. This is one of my hooks, okay? It's a claw. It's a claw. And if you imagine it comes out in my charm like this. Can you see that, you guys? And maybe you're divorced. I'm gonna realize that you have a hook left from that long-term relationship, and there's probably some cord cutting that needs to do. Yeah, it has definitely energetic connections, but some people have. Here's my other hook. So literally, what has a hook in you, and a lot of times it'll come out in the reading with the charms. So it's pretty fascinating, but I hope that makes sense. It's the toxic stuff, the relationships, the anger, the fear really is what it boils down to that leaves hooks. Some of it, most of it starts when we're little, in even some of it when we're in our mom's womb. And I am a mom. I'm not blaming moms. And Kathy, I have 20 as famous in one of my notes. Your dad is a 20. I don't know why I have that. But note to Kathy, was your dad famous? Oh, well, you are. You are. Let me pull a card for you, Kathy, and then I'll go to RZ. Jonna, Peggy, my members, as always, you guys go first. If you have anything, please let me know. I don't want to be disrespectful to you at all. And I do want to plan a Zoom call where we all get together for the members. So think about that if anybody isn't a member, where we're just going to hang out and have fun and talk about the damn leaf blower, and you knew a lot of people. Yeah, he's probably like the mayor of the town, Mr. Social. He's a sparkly person too, where he puts on a lot for people and absorbs a lot. He's very patient. Yes. He's absorbing everything, that poor thing. No, he's amazing. But I get it. I do that too. What did I say I was going to do? I forgot what I said I was going to do. What did I say I was going to do? Well, I'm going to plan the Zoom meeting with you guys. All right. What the hell was I going to do? Yes, RZ reading, but there was one. Oh, I was going to pull a card for Kathy because she feels like she's not allowed to be happy. I hate that for you. Well, now that you understand this a little bit more, give yourself grace. Be like, you know what? I have cared for you guys for lifetimes. I was the emperor. Y'all need to fall into line. I'm going to go out and have some fun. You guys take care of yourself for a little bit. Aha. Look what came out for you. Waking the Lion. And it's a 19, which is a 10. I love that. 10s are little butterflies, and you go down to the Magician. But look at you, Kathy, coming out. We are waking up a party animal. And you are. See, it's like, yes, I was the head lion of this. I get to have my time now. You little cubs, back in the lion cave with you. Y'all give me some time to go have some fun. All right. I know. I love this. And I don't normally get this card. You know how a lot of cards come out? So I'm going to leave that right there so you can see it without my hand in the way. Boldness, the courage to move forward without knowing the way. So you don't know how to tell these people to park it while you go have fun, but you're going to do it. It actually says the audacity to step into the unknown. How dare you go out and have fun, Kathy? How dare you? Oh my gosh. Go have fun. If you drink, do it, girl. Just Uber and protect yourself in the Ubers. You too, Peggy. I don't want anybody getting kidnapped traveling in Ubers. Okay. That's that weird Cancer in me being worried. Now, what type of courage is called for today is the question. Only you know, Kathy, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know what it takes. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength, stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine, with God. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. And what I want to add to that is like go out and just really kick it up. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Okay, that's a good idea. 9 completions. That's so interesting. So this is like a whole new you is coming out. And yes, you are different from everybody, but they need to understand how strong and magical you are. And you really do deserve to put an end to some of this, to some of the responsibility. Because next year is a rebirth for you. We're going to have to talk about that. I'm going to make a note. 2026, if I'm not mistaken, will be a rebirth year for you. So a lot of new stuff coming in. It's not always easy going through those changes and endings and so forth, but this is the new you. Rawr. Okay, awesome. All right, now, and Peggy, thank you for being here, moderating, and all that good stuff. I love you. You are not to go shopping on that trip, young lady. You are to hike your little rear off and get very spiritual. Okay, now we'll talk more about that. Oh, yes, you guys, thank you. Oops, I should put that in my description that come to the live, bring your patients. Okay, RZ, I starred your dates. Let me find them for you. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So he currently is in rehab. Okay, so I have been through this. We're going to look at the numbers, but I'm going to be really honest with you. Really honest. It's an amazing feat for people to stay sober. Do I know people that do? Yes. Did the love of my life stay sober? No. No, and then he died. So that's the 3D Liz talking to you like, ooh, man, I just love him. Well, I just loved him so much, right? They will not change for anything, any reason. I don't know if it's is it alcohol? It doesn't matter, alcohol or drugs. Mine was alcohol. I see people dying all the time from alcohol. Yes, multiple tries. It's alcohol. Oh, he's okay. All right. Well, let's look. That's fair. I love that he's looking at his. Oh, Kathy, thanks. 9 years ago. I get triggered all the time by it. RZ, you're not triggering me. I was triggered yesterday. Really bad about his daughter. Anyway, this is what Zoom is for. We're going to get all down in the dirty. Okay, so RZ, let's take a look. I do love someone that is open to saying, you know what? This started when I was young. A lot of this stuff isn't my fault. It doesn't belong to me. Do they need to claim ownership of it? Of course. They're the only ones who can fix it. But sometimes understanding, oh crap, like why I see now why this happened. Going back that far can release a lot of the guilt, shame, responsibility like that Kathy carries. It's not her responsibility, but we're all such loving people that we take on these contracts and a lot of it we don't know why. So you're 1988. I don't want to mix these up. 09, 05. She's got the 5 in her. See, she's like, I'm here for you no matter what. Yes, her retreat's coming up. That's so fun. I wish I was going. How close was I to going? I just can't even with how things turned out. Oh my God, it makes me sick. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 17 and 5 is 22, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. RZ, you're a master number 22. I'm going to take it to a 4. That's that emperor energy I was talking about. You are a natural born leader, my love. An 8, a 9, and a 5. So, RZ, you're also going to have a 6 in you. It's a mirror number. So, let me explain to you since you're new. You heard me talk a lot about the 5 being the Hierophant and the person that comes into this world with some wounds and some willingness to put up with some crap. Okay, so let's talk about that. And I'm not yelling at you, RZ. I just have been there, girl. And it's really being between a rock and a hard place. And you're willing to put up with a lot. So don't be nervous, Peggy. Just don't mention me. Yes, you put up with a lot of stuff. A lot. Um you're the emperor. You can either be controlling or you can be controlling sometimes, and I'll read this to you. You also have the justice. If you watch tarot, you'll understand the justice card in you, that justice, the advocate, sort of that Libra energy, very balanced, unless you grew up in a war zone or divorce or something. It can split in 8, which leaves you with a gap here you're always trying to fill. Yeah, I would love, well, we should plan our own retreat. Yeah. Yeah. Like really. But also, RZ 9s and 6s, this is the hermit and the prophet. You can really shine within and help people. And you're very creative, I would guess. But you this 6 is the lovers, right? Duality. Sometimes having a hard time making decisions, spinning a lot, as you are right now. And you may have a sense of urgency being an emperor, being a 4, RZ, where like, I need to know now. I got to fix things now. And it causes a lot of anxiety. So work on the sense of urgency. If you love this person, give them the time to really work through it, to really show that they're healing. Yeah, I'm going to write down urgency. It's like emergency, emergency all the time. Ah, no, just calm down. Stop the spin, okay? Yeah, I get that. I have a 4 in me too. And if somebody says, I have something to tell you, but I'm going to tell you later, I freak the F out. I'm like, no, you got to tell me right now. Like, I literally will take you down if you don't tell me. And it's a sense of urgency, and then it leads into anxiety, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And then we're trying to control the other people. I believe I did that too, having a 4 in me. Oh my God. See, I'm learning from you guys. I was like, I can so fix this. Love can fix everything. No, the F it can't. Sorry. All right. So he is 1979. Let's see what's going on. 13. He's got the 4 in him. 3, 4. He's an empress and an emperor. He tries to be in control and nurture and start things and lead things, but clearly he's not. He's got an 8. There you go. Remember what I told you here about the 8, RZ? Yes, you guys both have. That's the 8 in you. This is why breaking down the numerology is so important. Hold on, let me finish. So he's a 6, 8, 4, 3. In a perfect world, he would be a leader, a lover, a nurturer, an advocate, somebody very balanced, very creative. he's got a 9 in him too. So it's really 6, 9, 8, 4, 3. And you are, just so you can see this, this is the main number. You're a 4, 8, 9, 6, 5. So you guys are very similar but different. I do believe it's a soul contract, twin flame, if you want to call it that. I think that's a trendy term of crap. We're all connected. We have reasons that we meet, but look at this. And what you guys both have in common are the 8s. And let me read this to you about the energy of an 8. This is brief. Okay, RZ, please note that if you'd like to book with me, I'm super open to that. No pressure, but become a member if you'd like, because we'll do this more in depth. There's a lot to tell you, so much to tell you. But let me read to you about the 8, because this is where problems start with people growing up. They get split between, let's say you grew up in an actual war zone, you'll be split between places. Or if your parents fought and divorced, or, all of that, it leaves a gap almost your whole life that's very hard to fill. And he's got the same. So understanding that and making it more like this, where you have like infinite possibilities, and you can sink down in the middle here, tap into your intuition, and that's going to really open up that third eye for you guys, and you can live a more balanced life. And then really you want to take it one more. But now I'm getting into sacred geometry, so stop, Liz. I digress. Okay, I want to tell you more about the 8. Briefly understanding RZ, there's so much to tell you about a 4, about a 6, and then all these other numbers. But let me talk to you about what happens when you're an 8. And I'm going to read to you what Lindsay's written, and I'll show you the book here, because these are her words, and I want to give her credit for this. And there's so much more. I'm going to read the whole 8 to you. This is important so you can help him heal. I want you to, at a minimum, me as a mom, I'm momming you now. How many times has he been in rehab? A lot. So he knows more than we know. 30 days is not enough. 60 days is not enough. 90, maybe. A year of him being sober, working on this. Okay, cool. But I dare you, RZ, to give him 3, 6, 9 months, at least 3 months to really show some change, or you're going to cycle through this and cycle through this. Personally, if I had it happen to me again, yeah, well, guess what? This time around, I know they're like, I'm good, 30 days, I'm perfect. They don't even start until 90 days. Exactly. I don't want to give you the advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If I had to do it over again, I was trying to walk away, and he died the week I was breaking up. Yeah, I know, but we never know if they're going to stay sober. I just give him 90 days to see how he does in rehab, and then give that another 90 days. I know. I don't want you to go through it. And he had a little bit of a seizure problem, I think. before he really started with the alcohol. So he died of a grand mal seizure. It's not pretty. And he had seizures in my car. He had seizures all the time, coming drinking and coming off of alcohol, trying to be sober. Oh, it's really something you have to let them be and let them fix it. I would give him a whole year, but I just don't want you to go through it. But I'm going to read to you that energy of the 8 because it might help you guys understand what happens, why you split and feel like you can never, fill that gap. And a lot of people will fill it with alcohol and addictions. And 6s and 9s have a tendency to have addictions. So, like in my example, I like to have a few drinks, but I don't drink to that extent. But I would be willing to quit drinking for this person in a heartbeat. But understand, we all have things that we like. Are you willing to never drink again? Yeah, that's a good idea. And then at that 90 days, I would evaluate again. But you have to understand, are you strong enough to keep those boundaries? Because the days are long and hard and lonely and you're worried and all of that. But let me tell you a little bit more about the energy of an 8 that's in you guys. And it might help you think about what you need to work on. Okay, let me take your birth dates down. That's probably not too good of me leaving it up there. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, and thank you all for still being here. RZ, you could shoot me a super chat. That would really help. The thing is, I'm about to hit a goal. So I'm very goal oriented today, aren't I? Okay, listen, here, I'll even put it here so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. And now this isn't his overall energy, but very intense in both of you. Justice energy people are intense, focused, logical thinkers, guarded emotionally, resolute spirit, often find themselves between two opposing forces. Analytical, have difficulty shutting off their minds. Complex, critical, respect issues, brings uncompromising balance to the world when they're healthy. Peacekeepers, when they're healthy, feels more comfortable when problems are resolved, don't like to upset. So a lot of these things, if it's not that way, will fill the gap with things, right? Confrontational or avoids confrontation completely. Aggressive, reactive, defensive, strong conviction of their beliefs, controlling, I would say times 10 with your love. Seekers of justice and truth, dedicated, ambitious, deeply protective, and private of personal life. And when there's addictions, they keep that stuff so secret, they will fool you every time. Believe me. Forceful, serious, highly effective at evaluating situations and circumstances, politically minded, opinionated, highly organized, protective, energy most impacted by injustices in the world. This is where you're like, oh my God, I got to fix everything. Protects the vulnerable, right? Oh, let me fix it. And provides a voice for those who are silent. Can be intimidating, listens to both sides of an issue before coming to their own conclusions. Private about personal suffering. Secretive, secretive, secretive. Introspective, completely dedicated to a cause they support. How dedicated are you going to be? Defensive, rigid, argumentative, able to do difficult things when needed. Tell him that or her. You can do this. It's in your numbers. This crazy lady said it. requires structure and balance in life. So this person is going to have to really, really take that seriously. And you will too. If you want to stay with this person, you guys are going to have to find a whole new way to socialize, to have fun, to process emotions. None of it can be with drugs and alcohol. Uses verbal shots when wounded. So, how much abuse have you been taking? Needs to learn to be objective and forgiving. So, you're forgiving, but is that person forgiving? Grounding and balance issues. Now, like famous people, okay? Nelson Mandela, Osama bin Laden, Robin Williams, Amy Winehouse. Oh my gosh, crazy. Elizabeth Taylor, Pablo Picasso, Jeffrey Dahmer. It's interesting energy. Peggy in the chat is a triple H. She's so balanced, and I mean, it can be high energy, low energy. So it's knowing that how to fix this and ground to balance. And then I think you guys will be coming into a whole new place. Here's an affirmation, RZ, for you and for your love. I am in a place of calm. My mind is still. My body is relaxed. I will draw all of my energy into the core of my being. I will remain grounded, present, balanced, focused. I am at one with the energy within my spirit. Yes, grounding is the key. And so when you feel anxious and you feel all this past guilt, shame, all that energy, just say, no, I'm calm. I'm still relaxed. I am drawing on the energy of the core of my being, which for you, RZ, you have the hermit in you. So think of that light shining in you. I am one with the energy within my spirit. RZ, if you're still here, oh, good. I'm glad it helps. Write this down or take a screenshot if you'd like, but don't share it. It is copywritten. The stones, Boji stones, and I would recommend getting 2 of them and holding them in both of your hands. And really, it works for everything, but especially Boji stones. Grounding and balancing, tourmaline, grounding, obsidian, grounding, carnelian, heals wounds of the heart and courage, labradorite, connects one with universal light, I say God, my spirit guides, archangels, lapis connects one with universal wisdom, your higher self. So again, Boji stones, tourmaline, obsidian, carnelian, labradorite, and lapis will help a lot. Yes. Aw, thanks. Thank you. Okay, so that'll get you started. I really would tell your love to work on the traumas in ways that for both of you, can stay in the moment and not bounce back and forth and do a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda. This has got to be a whole new, fresh way of thinking for both of you, and a fresh start where this cannot keep repeating. So you really have to keep your boundaries up about that. Let me do something else for you really quick. There's the 8. So this is about being a record keeper, which is good at times, right? Journaling, processing through everything. But also you can hold a lot of these past traumas, like I'm keeping notes of all of this. So think about that flew out. Don't keep everything inside and secretive. Share your journals with the right people. Like, maybe you need therapy. Here's my journal. Don't keep this all inside. Let me see. That's funny. That's the 4, but that's like the church within you. That's knowing morally what's right for you, for both of you, really. And I would think he needs to understand what is he doing for you. This is all about him and his recovery and him. What is he doing for you? He's been doing that and sharing with me. Okay. But also, I don't want you to carry all the weight of this. He cannot come to you and go, see, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Look at all I'm doing. Look at. Prove he needs to put action behind the words. You know what I mean? And I know I'm being hard on him, but I'm telling you, that's an 11, planting seeds, 7, love. 10. Hold on a second. Let me check something. Because I feel like here's what I feel. And you all in the chat, I don't want you to be bored. So I want you guys to look at this. You've been listening. He's sharing all this. He's working on what's morally right, and they want to start again. There's a lot of love, but look here. What do you guys think's happening here? She's caged in, trapped, gender fluid, RZ, I don't know, guys, girls, whatever's going on here. Like, one more. The 3. This, I feel, is significant. The hostage. So this is what I want you to think about, RZ, as you think about this love, all the work that's going on, plant new seeds. I love that you guys love each other. I get it, right? But there's this. Are you going to be the leader? Are you going to keep your boundaries? You're going to have the big picture on this and be able to focus on all the details? Or are you this, which is the hostage? Powerless under the influence of someone they love. Look at that. Look at that. So the cards are asking you, RZ, you're an intuitive person. You're a prophet. You have that in you. You are a master number 22. You can build stuff. Are you going to be that person? Are you going to be stuck behind a cage? That's what this is all about. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but these are good visuals. So powerless under the influence of someone they love, sensitive when their freedom is taken away because you want to fly. This is such a hard place to be in, and I've been there. Controlled or controlling. And I mentioned that about you guys, or certainly about him. Well, you both. No, him or her, your love. This is also about blocked or limited in their personal choice and movement. May have been jailed in a previous lifetime or right now. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Resist rules and restrictions or may completely comply. There's so much if this, then that here for you to decide. Resist, let's see, respect issues, personal power issues. Now, RZ, this is really kind of, I'm blending you guys in, but I want you to understand this could speak a lot about you and where you're at right now. So think about keeping your personal power and your boundaries. Freedom of expression is important right now, and you may have problems expressing how you feel. I know it's very hard. It's very hard. Fear of punishment, commitment issues to begin with, and control issues. Now, let's look at this beautiful eagle, because I want you to be able to soar with or without him, okay? That's the important thing. You have to be okay whether you stay in this or not. I told you what happened to me. So, and it took me years to get over it. The eagle, old soul, insightful, intuitive, visionary, a powerful leader. But you can have fear of power. A ritualist, a messenger, the books. This can a lot of times refer to Akashic records also. Brilliant, intelligent, a seer, responsible. You feel responsible for all of this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Withdrawals when injured, proud, protective, a record keeper. A record keeper. I'm going to have to look that up as well and go into more about this. Controlling, confrontational, private, righteous, respect issues, dominance issues, and arrogance issues. And sometimes that's you or it's done to you. Let me read this one last to you so you can kind of, I mean, it's about being a closed book and a record keeper. Listen to me now and believe me later. But this is about being knowledgeable, private, somewhat closed-minded, proud, a historian, where you are keeping all of this, a record of everything. Sometimes good, sometimes it's a hook. It's a hook. This can speak to endings. This can speak to divorce, a police officer, difficulty with personal, intimate relationships, and that you want proof. This is here. This is here. This is why this is here. Are we going to do the right thing? Are we going to start something new? Yes, we love each other. But am I controlled? Am I held captive in this? Right? Or can I keep my boundaries and not be dominated, but at the same time have some control over the situation? And what has been closed off? What is being kept secret? And with that, I need to do one more thing for you. I just cannot tell you what to do. I guess my best advice, RZ, is what you have planned. 90 days, 90 days, 90 days. And keep your boundaries up. You are not responsible to do any of this. You're not responsible to go to AA meetings or NA meetings. You're not responsible to drive him to those things because he can't drive. He has to do the hard work. He has to prove this to you. All right. That part I want. You can be friends, you can help. But when it comes to all of that stuff, don't make that a priority. You're the priority in your life, and he has to be that in his till you guys can balance this out. You understand? He's going to ask you for everything. RZ, he's going to ask you for everything. Drive me here, drive me there, take me to this meeting. You said you'd help. Inspiration, like it. All right. Shamed. Absorption. Hold on. So this is what I'm saying. Are there any more comments? Am I missing anything? Okay. This is what I'm saying. I think you're figuring out. You've absorbed a lot of this. Both of you, in a sense, have absorbed a lot, feel shamed. But can this be an inspiring time? It can. I am just telling you, do not absorb all of this responsibility and shame and try to inspire him. You guys have to do this independently. Yeah, don't mirror him. You guys can do that a lot with your numbers. You see that? Don't mirror this and don't keep this cycling. Expression. Archangel Gabriel is here. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, because I want you to use your voice about this. And it's not really, honey, about proving anything. That's kind of having expectations. He has to live it, not just prove it, live it. Yeah. Stay friends. Don't live with him. You need your space if that's possible. It definitely takes a toll because you really love him. And I get that. But love does not fix everything. It fixes a lot, but also so does truth. And I always say, I think I even have a banner. Let me put it up. Something I love to say. This. I really believe that when people are honest, there's a lot of love in that. And when you love somebody, there's got to be a lot of truth. All truth and all love, or we ain't got nothing. Nothing. And with alcoholics, they keep a lot of secrets. And that was sitting there looking at me. Crossroads. Definitely at a crossroads. And also, RZ, there has to be a good way for you to talk about it with somebody who's in recovery. So I would research what's the best way to talk about how I've been silenced, shamed, how we mirror each other, how I have to do everything and absorb everything. How can I inspire you without you sucking the life out of me? So there are good and bad ways to have those conversations that don't trigger strong emotions or anger or resentment or anything. So think about that and know that Archangel Gabriel will protect you in that. If you don't know, Archangel Gabriel helps one to speak their truth, to communicate with their higher power, helps one with expression, individuality. So he's like, you're going to be okay doing you for a little while and letting everybody heal. Archangel Gabriel helps with creativity and confidence. Okay. So be the inspiration for yourself and do all this and say and do all the things that you want to do. And that will hopefully inspire him rather than clinging and being codependent, which is what I did. And it just doesn't fix anything. I will tell you that right now. Let me look at Zebra for you before I let you go. Zebra. I know it's about the energy around the letter Y, and it is a crossroads. It's about obviously being very different too. The Y. Original loners, energy divided, humanitarians. You want to help everybody, but you can't do that. So I want you to know this. Archangel Gabriel's got you right here, and you're the star, right? We're not going to absorb all this shame and guilt and stuff. I'm going to pick this right path for me so I can inspire others. I'm going to go this way. Also, this is about seeing the world in a unique way. Influences. So watch the influences around you, creative and inspiring. Look at that. 2. So your path here, RZ, is to bring out all this inspiration in yourself and let that have a ripple effect on everybody else. This is to inspire you, not him directly. It will, but you need to choose you. Why? Oh, you. And through that, you're really going to light up your life, and that will help mirror back that light to him. And I think that would be the greatest gift of all. Instead of absorbing and reflecting bad energy back and forth, you guys shine like stars back and forth at each other. That would be the goal, however long that takes. So I love that. I absolutely love that for you. No more of this. No more of this. This is what you guys have been doing. No, no, no. You both need to be original and creative, expressive and inspiring, and then you come together. Okay? Okay. I hope that helps. I really, really do. I think that was pretty interesting having the inspiration cards come out like that. You still there, RZ? Let me know if that helped. Please. You can lie. Oh, okay. I was like, you can lie to me if you want. Oh, good. Well, listen, do subscribe so you can come back and we can talk more. I got a cool little community. It's kind of quiet today, but I love these people and they will help you too. We're here to inspire each other. So, well, at least so Miss Liz here doesn't keep making odd choices in people. That's what I'll say. They're just odd choices. Oh my gosh. Okay, so does anybody else have anything they need, would like? Don't forget my charms, you guys. They're a little bored over here. But if we are done, I want to pull an oracle card for all of us. Peggy, do you need a couple cards? I know you listen to tarot all day long. I'm going to pull something for Peggy. What am I going to pull? Sure. Okay, Peggy, we're going to do work your light because you're a 888. Wow, flipping over like crazy on me. Stop with that energy, Miss Peggy. Look at that. Look at that. That's what she's doing. This is exactly what you're doing. Birthing a new age. Look at you. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Look at that. That's you on the top of one of those mountains hiking, maybe at night, learning how to remote view and astral travel and be a medium. Oh, wow, we didn't practice. I should read it to you. I'll read it to you. We didn't practice our remote viewing and our Oh, also you guys, yes, Friday we should do remote viewing and I also want to pull cards or I'm going to pull cards. How do I explain this, Peggy? You just have to be here to see it. I'm going to pull cards like this. Just graphic, okay? Well, these are upside down. And you guys are going to tell me what the reading means. We're going to be practicing our intuition and our abilities to read because I know you guys are all, I know it's so Peggy. Here, let me, in case she wants to take a picture. A little better. Oh, I have the cutest little thing that came with my other deck. Does that work? A little bit, a little bit. There's Peggy, arms up, looking at the stars. That's so pretty. Opening up her third eye chakra and her crown. Let me find this really quick. There's so much beauty in the words of this book. Birthing a new age. Give me 1 second, you guys, before you leave me. Jonna, did you need anything? I didn't get to ask you of how you're doing today, and it's so nice to see you. Please let me help you if you ever have any questions. I'd love to read for you. Hold on, Peggy. This book is in no certain easy order. And I don't usually get this, so it's quite something. Okay, hold on. It's coming. Oh my goodness, you guys. You think they could number them? Aha! Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Peggy, first I want to give you the Work Your Light activation reading for this card. So it's fresh on your mind. And you would think of this card, if you have this deck, hold it on your heart and say, Council of Light, I am ready to receive your help for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission. Thank you for guiding me with clarity every step of the way and for sending me helpers and experiences that delight my mind, body, and soul. That is so cool for today. And let me see what else I can glean from this. Or I'm just going to read everything. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. And I do feel that Peggy is such an advocate for that, and her numbers prove it. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission, which you are on and about to take off on a trip to do it. And they're guiding you every step of the way. So don't be fearful, Peggy, and don't be anxious. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it's time to ask them. So you do that. Don't call me when you're in the Uber. You call them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. And I know you know this, Peggy, because you do this. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. So, what a good companion to take with you. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like them to help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? Packing. The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. That's why you're here, Peg. If you are a light worker, yes, she is, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting this planet. Aw. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. I would say pray to God, but this is beautiful. Put in your requests and let them get to work. And do remember that you should say, I am ready to receive your help for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission. That is so cool. I knew you needed one for your trip. There you go. Ta-da. All right. Well, I think I have maybe talked so you're welcome. I loved it too. Oh, you're doing well. Okay, John, I didn't want to leave you out. I would happy to pull a card of inspiration for you. But I know you guys have a busy day. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. In Peggy's world, that's a vegan taco. But I want to again express how much I love you guys. I wish you a really good rest of your day and evening. Hi, Ed, if you're listening anywhere. Um, I will be back Friday, come hell or high water. I shouldn't even say that out loud, should I? Living in Florida. So Friday we'll do some fun stuff, and I hope soon to have Relatable Reese come on the channel for one of our cosmic connections, and we're going to talk about cult stuff and funny stuff. So RZ, you're so welcome. Reach out anytime if you want to talk about stuff like that. And I hope I wasn't too harsh, but understanding what happened to me, I want you to know. Kathy, thank you for bringing all the info and insights. Isn't that amazing? Made my day. I'll be sure to save it so we can do more, Kathy. Yes, thank you, RZ. Tell your friends, bring new people. I used to have a lot more on TikTok, so bring people in for me, you guys. Share and oh good. Yes, good, RZ. Here for you big time. And if you go back, and stick with it and everything, I want to know how it's going, and I'll give you good ideas on what you can do that doesn't involve alcohol. Thank you. Kathy, that's beautiful. I'm going to put that up and end with that. That's for everybody. Oh, wait. No, this one. Wait a minute. I can never do what I want to do. There we go. I love that. Oh, Peggy, did you invite her? Thank you. Oh, I love seeing your logo there. That's really cool. All right, guys. Thank you for spending time with me. It really makes my day. Be safe out there. I'll see you in the pick of cards and live Friday. Look for posts from me. And oh, one more thing. Well, we can do it Friday. Get a date in your mind of like early May when we could get together for a member only Zoom call. So just Friday, we'll pick a day. Don't let me forget, y'all. And let's plan a Zoom call. Okay, great. Love you guys. I am going to send you out with the water stream, I think. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. See you soon.